Did a fascinating interview with GQ. They covered many areas, including Odell's trade to the Browns, all the criticism he receives, how he thought about retiring from football, and how he wants to break Jerry Rice's receiving yards record. The August issue of GQ is out tomorrow, but you can hear all the details right here on Undisputed. And we are joined now by the man that interviewed Odell for GQ, Mark Anthony Green. Welcome to Undisputed.
Welcome. How you guys doing?
Thanks for having me. Thanks for coming on. Excuse me.
I have known this man for a good while, spent a lot of time around him, and I am here to say that once again, you did a sensational job on this blockbuster GQ cover story. The intro that you wrote is among your best writing that I have ever read, and the rapport that you obviously established with Odell was riveting to me because it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. Did you feel a connection? Have you known Odell in the past from different cover shoots or anything?
No. So, you know, we had met a few times, but for like 2 seconds. And one thing that we really tried to do, especially the new GQ, so we have a new editor-in-chief started in January, Will Welsh. And one thing that he's so passionate about is giving our favorite, most interesting people, athletes, actors, musicians, whoever, a space to have an honest, sometimes difficult conversation.
Correct.
And I think that's so important, especially for athletes, because they have to speak to media constantly. And, you know, there's a huge difference between what we do at GQ, what you guys do here, and what, you know, like the beat reporter at the Cleveland Gazette. Yeah. You know, and I think that, you know, you guys are entertainers and provocateurs, and, you know, it's the most provocative man, you know, on the airwaves. But, you know, I think that I'm really grateful that he came and that we could have an honest conversation, and he was willing to talk about anything, and he was really thoughtful about it. I genuinely think that this is the best look at who he is, which is our goal for every profiler. And I appreciate the kind words, but, you know, there's an entire team of people equally, if not more talented than me at GQ. So
he is the most provocative athlete of recent times.
They say he's the Skip Bayless of the NFL.
Okay, well, maybe they say that. So
you know what I mean?
Let me jump in and start from the start. In your intro, this is the key detail of this story because this is a constant theme on this show.
Okay.
What is the hood ornament on his rolls, his orange rolls, which he picked out before the trade? It just happened to come out, as you described it, sort of tangerine orange, snooky, right?
I said it was between, electric tangerine and snooky.
Okay, I like that. That might have been the best line in the piece, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that hood ornament? It's a chrome figurine of the catch.
Yeah.
What dominates this whole piece to me? The catch. What has shaped the psyche and the Instagram following of one Odell Beckham Jr. from the start? It was the catch, correct? Yeah. So in your eyes, having sat with them for all the time that you sat, describe what the catch means to Odell.
If we could zero in on Skip's sneakers right now, he's got on a pair of Jordan 11s, and on the bottom of them it has a Jumpman logo.
Okay.
When Michael Jordan played every game after he jumped from the free throw line, do you think he was thinking about that? No. So why are we holding Odell to a standard that we haven't held any other athlete to? He did something that was remarkable, one of the greatest catches in football history. It became a symbol for him. It is a branding thing. Nike uses it. I don't think it's anything more than that. And if I had to make that catch, I probably couldn't afford a Bentley, but like a Volvo, I'd put it on my Volvo.
But let me ask you a question.
You know?
Michael Jordan jumped from the free throw line. He loses that dunk competition. Are we still looking at that logo the same?
Probably
because he lost that game. Because
probably not.
Okay, but so here's why. Before you go any further, Skip, and this is what I've told you. And Skip and I, we go back and forth with this, and Skip's like, you know what, you might be on to something. They lost that game.
Okay.
Why is it that when people point out that was a hell of a catch, Odell, but you lost the game, when did fact become hate?
No, I think saying that is fair, but people say a lot more than that. And that's not what he just said.
Yeah.
So we got to stick to
Yeah.
what he said. Is he too preoccupied with it? My answer is no.
Right.
Did he lose that game? Yeah, he lost that game.
But
do I think it matters? Not really.
He said in the article, they pointed out. He said this, and you said this is the most clear of indication of who Odell Beckham is.
Yeah.
When people point out to Odell Beckham, you made a hell of a catch, Odell, but you lost the game. He said they are hating. Yeah. Why is telling the truth labeled hate?
I think he's talking, in the context of what he's saying, he's talking about constantly bringing up something negative and him celebrating the thing. I don't think he's ever said, ever, and I'd have to go through and look. I don't think he's ever said, we won that game.
No.
So in him celebrating that, it should be like if I were to say, hey, man, you look really nice, but your hands are ashy.
Right.
Why would I need to bring out that your hands are ashy? It was like, yo, your suit is
But
really
if I make
nice.
a good argument, if you make it a good argument, okay, you like your hands can be ashy, but that was a great argument. But look what he did. I don't know, but if Jordan had lost, would that have been Jordan's logo? Because, like you said, that's his brand.
I think it still would have been his logo.
You think so?
I absolutely think. I don't think if Jordan lost the slam dunk contest, it would be celebrated the way it is. Just like I don't think we celebrate Odell's Jumpman logo too much. I don't see anybody here wearing it. I see Jumpman logo on his feet. I'm saying right. I think that it's celebrated proportionally, which is for him in his career and in modern day football, it's one of the most exciting things we've seen.
Good.
And I think he gets just the right amount of love and attention.
So I've said from the start about Odell, I think he has a good heart, and I kind of divide the world into good heart, not good heart.
Yeah.
But his priorities always seem slightly out of whack, and it did start with that catch, which came early in his career, and it set the Instagram table for an image he had to continue to live up to.
Right.
And the image did not include winning championships. He tells you occasionally in this piece, yes, my goal is to win Super Bowls. But at the end of the piece, he goes so far as to say, you're asking him, well, could you play maybe, could you see 10 more years? Or until I pass Jerry Rice. That's 23,000 yards. He is so far behind Jerry Rice, he would have to have 12 straight career years, if I go off his career best of 1,500 yards, to pass Jerry Rice. Well, now you're warped in your viewpoint because it's, again, a solo act goal that seems to be his priority in football right now is to pass Jerry Rice. Are you with me?
I'm 100% with you.
Okay.
Well, let me point out one thing, which I thought was a really telling part, where he talked about Odell, he could have played soccer, football. He could have played basketball.
Hey, he could have played baseball.
He could have played baseball. And if you look at his golf swing,
it's beautiful.
Heck of a golf swing.
It's beautiful.
And he talks about how, football is a sport, the only sport of its kind, to where you can lose a game and offensively, if you're on offense, have a perfect game. You could still lose, and you know that being on the field
because you're dependent upon
others.
You're dependent upon others. So him having a personal goal, the only thing that he could control, we're here to say, shame on you for having that personal goal.
I'm not saying shame.
Or that he's
just
preoccupied with being selfish.
But I think what Skip is alluding to, of all the sports, he could have played golf. He could have played tennis.
Right.
He chose a team sport, but he wants to be an individual. Because I look at here, he says, we're getting primetime games still as a 5-11 team. Why? Because people want to see me.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's not wrong. What about that's wrong?
But I'm saying 5-11, that's what's wrong.
Listen, you said earlier, and I agree, you said earlier, the NFL is an entertainment business.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Few things in the NFL are more entertaining than Odell Beckham Jr. He's not wrong when he says that. You were pointing out, if you say something that's factual, you should let that ride.
Although
that's
last
a factual
year,
statement.
Saquon got pretty entertaining last year.
He was also entertaining.
Yeah.
That's your question. You do a lot of these stories and you entertainers. What in the entertainment say movies?
Okay.
If you do movies, what's the ultimate goal? You want to win an Oscar. If you do
it depends on who you talk to.
If you play a team sport, yes, you want to make a lot of money and have a lot of memories. Yeah. But if you play a team sport, if the championship is not the end all be all, you bull jabbing. You wasting my time.
He says 90 times in the piece, He wants to win a Super Bowl, and that's that's all he can say to make y'all happy.
No. He can make me happy with his behavior. I don't know how his behavior on the field is conducive for winning championships. Name the guy that's won a championship that exhibited his type of behavior on the field.
On the field?
Yes.
He's sometimes great, sometimes bad. I think every player is.
No. I'm not talking about the game per se.
You're talking about when he like kicks a field goal.
No, I'm like the unsportsmanlike conduct for the behavior that he displayed against Carolina.
So what you're saying is that there's no champion that's ever exhibited, has ever been overpassionate or being upset.
See, that's how you label it as passion.
I 1,000% label it as being overpassionate. Yeah, but again, guys, think about the thing you're asking for.
What?
We're saying that he's not focused on the game of football.
No, I didn't say that.
That's exactly what the context.